My grandma said that I had to understand that people twist the truth and try to strip your power away. That's how it is all over the world. They lie, cheat, and hide stuff so people will never really reach their full potential. I mean, it's so stupid. She said we all come with a set of gifts. However, once people decide to make others feel insignificant, then it becomes sinister, dark, and demonic. What oppressors hate the most is when you're confident and unafraid, and you can stand up for yourself. All I'm saying is this. I know those kids jumped you, and it wasn't taken seriously. When you decided to fight back, then you were the aggressor. You see? All the grandmother told me was gnawing at my brain for weeks, but for some odd reason I felt empowered. She acted like she never told me anything about Daniel. I don't even want to say his name. I mean, I was about to graduate high school and head off to college. I shouldn't have to walk around like I'm the problem. And of course, you know your girl Madeline and her friends didn't like that. Madeline always thought that I should feel eternally sorry for beating her ass, but why should I when she started it? A small part of me felt so bad for being so cocky. My Metco classmates were feeling the vibes as well. We walked around like we owned the school. Some of these people never really wanted to talk to me, but now they wanted to speak? Oh, please, keep that same energy. There was no mistaking it. Some of these students hated us. And if Madeline and her minions could hurt me, they would. All I know is they better leave me alone. But they couldn't leave well enough alone. I did my best to stay clear of them. It bothered them that they couldn't shake us. They needed to stick together in order to fight us. These people were just taking a good joke too far. They kept leaving nasty death threats in my locker. Usually I let things roll off my back, but every day? I kept every note they sent. It would be used as evidence in case I had to beat these bitches down. They were pushing me to my limit. It was aggravating more than anything. For weeks they trolled my Facebook page, left threatening messages on my cell phone. I took it all in stride. It was nothing to me. I took screenshots, blocked people, and adjusted my settings. I showed it all to my parents. They were pissed. Grandma said it was time for everyone to go up to the office and have a serious talk with these folks. In a matter of days, my mom, dad, grandma, and uncles scheduled a meeting with the school. I had all my proof in a folder. The last straw was when Madeline's brother Billy decided to follow me around the school. Every class I went to, this dummy was following me in the hallway, but I was ready. I had a few tricks up my sleeves for him. Like I said, my uncle gave me pepper spray and a pressure point pen. I kept a pocket knife in my purse. I was gonna light their ass up if they ever touched me. I know it's wrong, but it was necessary. During my college prep class, I got up to use the restroom. Once I was done, I washed my hands. I heard the door open, but I didn't look up to see who came in. I dried my hands and saw Billy standing at the door. All right then, let the games begin. I was ready. What do you want? I asked. He didn't say anything. He just stood there staring at me. He pulled out his cell phone and was texting. Then he stuffed his phone back into his pocket. I can fight, no question. Yeah, he's bigger and stronger, but I wasn't gonna let people bully me either. This fool wanted to fight me. He walked up to me, and a struggle ensued. The pressure point pen was in my grip, and I was swinging like a crazy woman. My book bag went flying, and my personal items were all over the floor. In the corner of my eye, I could see that Madeline and her goon squad entered the bathroom. This loser texted her and told her I was in here. "Fuck her up, Billy," Madeline hissed as she and her friends blocked the door so I couldn't get out. I remembered what Grandma said to me, and in that moment I didn't care what happened to them. Billy somehow got me in a half Nelson. Madeline was approaching me with my pocket knife in hand. Like I said, I don't mind fighting, but this wasn't fair. But when is fighting ever fair? I was panting. "Madeline, we can fight, and I'll fight all of you one by one, but don't think y'all gonna jump me in here." It was a stupid thing to say, but I wouldn't be able to handle it if I got jumped. I could taste blood in my mouth. Madeline was going to use my pocket knife against me. This was not going to end well for me. "Candyman." One of the girls got close enough to me to spit on me. I don't know exactly where it landed, but it was on me. "Hurry up," Billy hissed. My mouth was dry. I didn't have enough saliva in my mouth to spit back. "Oh my gosh. You are such a dumbass. Candyman? Really?" Madeline's friends were laughing at me. I didn't know if I even truly believed in him, but I knew I wasn't going to get out of this bathroom in one piece. I didn't want to waste another moment to see what they were going to do to me. I was in trouble. "Candyman!" I balled up my fist, preparing to fight for my life. The air felt thick and hot. For a brief moment, everyone's eyes were on the bathroom stall next to me. The door creaked open. The smell of honey filled the air. A single bee came out of the stall. The smell of honey was replaced with a more powerful smell. It was replaced with a horrible smell of rotting flesh. Then another bee appeared. Then another. And another. A lot of bees were coming out of that stall. Billy let me go. They all noticed the bees. I thought to myself, how did the janitor miss a beehive in the toilet? I watched as the bees surrounded them. Strange sounds were coming from the stall beside me. I moved away from it. Billy looked down at me while I picked up my stuff off the floor and shoved it into my purse. Our eyes were on the stall. Some type of darkness was filling the room. There were so many bees pouring out of the stall. "What the hell is this?" Madeline shouted as she shooed them away. One of them screamed. I don't know who, but someone stepped on my hand running to the door. The bees covered her. The screaming was loud. Chaos filled the girls' bathroom. Then I saw someone coming out of the stall. He was tall and dark. I started to feel sick. The smell of honey and rotten meat intertwined. I slowly crawled to the bathroom door. He was here. Grandma wasn't lying. He is real. I couldn't move. Billy, Madeline, and the others could see him too. They ran to the door in panic. They were stomping on me to get out. Half of his face was covered in bees. They were pouring out of his mouth. He could see me. He held out his right hand. He was staring into my eyes. I felt my eyelids were getting heavy. I slid onto my side, hugging my purse. I willed myself to stay awake. I was losing the battle. Madeline was covered in blood. I was terrified. Honestly, I wanted him to stop. Billy went over to a mirror and smashed his head into it. He was going crazy. My head was touching the floor now. I was going. I could see one of Madeline's friends crawling over to me. She couldn't help it. She was begging me to help her. I fought to reach out my hand, but I couldn't. Oh, Grandmother, why did you tell me about the Candyman? Everything faded to black. Mr. Grant was shouting at me, "Sedona, nap time is over." Some of the students chuckled. I was in class. I sat up straight and apologized. "Sorry, Mr. Grant." Madeline's seat was empty. Her friends were missing too. I struggled to pay attention, but I know what I saw. Maybe I dozed off and dreamt the whole thing. Then an announcement came over the PA system, telling everyone that we were on lockdown. Mr. Grant, he rushed to the classroom door and locked it. We were trapped in our class for hours. We could hear sirens. We saw police cars. We stared out of the window. I texted my parents to come and get me. We could see police dragging Billy to a waiting squad car. He was screaming and struggling to break free. Then 3 body bags followed. Madeline and her friends were found murdered in the bathroom. Billy murdered them. I know Candyman made him do it. I'm positive. I know what I saw. Later, video surveillance showed I went into the bathroom and Billy followed me. Shortly after that, you could see Madeline and her friends go in there too. Seconds later, I walked out with my bag wide open. I watched the footage, but I didn't look like myself at all. I looked like I was sleepwalking. The picture skipped and rolled. Grandma held my hand as the police asked me questions. I told them. As soon as I walked in, they started pushing me around and Billy attacked me, but I left. He must have snapped or something. Mrs. Adams said I can go home and take as much time as I needed before I got back to school. My parents were shocked. Grandma sat in the back seat with me. She gave me a strange look. There was nothing you could do, baby. I'm just glad you're okay. It's gonna be all right now.